Dragon Ball Z villains hit different. But why? Don't the haters say Dragon Ball is all about dumb fan service and badly written characters? And if you agree with that sentiment about DBZ, get out of here right now. Well, to debunk these false claims, look at its villains. Majin Buu, for example, is the most entertaining villain of any anime, and I mean every version of Buu, fight me. When we think of villains that are fun to watch, there is one thing we usually look at: unpredictability, and it is very hard for any other villain to match him based on that category alone. Of course, Majin Buu is certainly nowhere near the best written villain in the grand scheme of things, but keeping the audience guessing what you are going to do next is enough to make you a memorable villain, be it through shock value like turning a person into an egg and crushing her, or through pure insanity like going to the afterlife just so you can meet your victims in life and obliterate them again. Frieza knows he is evil, he embraces it and loves every bit of it. Frieza wishes first and foremost to rule. Genocide is an option, but only if he can justify it as needed due to a threat. Still evil, but lawful in some way. Kid Buu doesn't even have self-awareness for his actions. He's closer to a mindless wild rabbit dog. Would an animal be evil if it kills innocents in its path? Or does it require knowledge of something being evil and then choosing that option? Cell's a horrible monster because he needs to be in order to become the perfect life form in the universe. But Kid Buu is chaos incarnate. He has no morality and lives to destroy. What kind of villain do you rather watch? Someone who knows morality but deliberately chooses to be evil, or someone who seemingly does not know it and embraces chaos because it's all they know? See, you don't have to go that deep to figure out that Dragon Ball is very complex and nuanced, and this is evident right from the start. Let's talk about who Vegeta was before meeting Goku. He's the heir to the Saiyan throne, representing the peak of a once feared race, known for their brutality across the universe. The Saiyans are primarily a race of Darwinistic warriors who pillage and commit genocide for profit. They are almost like alien Vikings. The people of Universe 7 live under a vicious cycle of violence, a recurring source of conflict. Even in the current Dragon Ball series, the Saiyans are remnants of a civilization forced to relocate, leading them to adapt and transform into a brutal society, eventually becoming soldiers in Frieza's army. This background explains why Vegeta is the way he is. He's in every sense of the word a bastard. He lacks empathy and even enjoys causing harm. He's a rotten little troll, only slightly better than the Emperor of the universe. On Earth, Vegeta remains selfish for a while. He evolves from a genocidal space warrior to a lousy father. Then Vegeta is resurrected, seeking purpose. He becomes obsessed with surpassing Goku to validate his own existence. As he spends more time on Earth, he naturally changes and finds more meaning in life. Although he was a despicable person early on, he's also a product of his environment. Vegeta has the capacity to change and didn't need to go to hell to realize this. He only needed to discover that life had more to offer than a cycle of violence. And present-day Vegeta is very aware of his past crimes, and he's unlikely to ever forgive himself for the actions of his former self. We know very little about Frieza's past, almost nothing other than he was born into a family of planet conquerors and traitors, eventually becoming one of the strongest beings in the known universe. This upbringing with absolute power naturally turned him into the arrogant galactic tyrant the fans love to hate. Fearing the Saiyans' growing power, Frieza destroyed their planet, wiping out all but a handful of them. This heinous act made Goku and Vegeta's battle with him deeply personal. Frieza was responsible for nearly driving his race and many others to extinction, and someone had to make him pay. Frieza's motivations were much more grounded. While most people don't want to acknowledge their own evil, Frieza takes genuine pleasure in making those beneath him suffer. As for destruction, he usually resorts to it only when he deems it necessary. If someone asks him about Planet Vegeta, he would probably say it was just business. This understanding of Frieza's motivations is best explained by his past. Another force that drives him is his quest for immortality, which is also easily relatable. People have been searching for the secret of immortality since the times of Gilgamesh. This desire is likely as real in the Dragon Ball universe as it is in the real world. Frieza wants immortality to help him rule the universe, not to fuel destructive tendencies. For him, it's all about business. There's probably an argument to be made that Frieza was shaped into the psychopathic, manipulative, cold-hearted villain he is in the series. Regardless, Frieza remains a twisted emperor who can't even be purified by the power of hell. He's committed all the crimes that others on this list are guilty of. He's a tyrannical galactic land shark who derives joy from the suffering of others, not just through bodily torture, but also watching the life drain from someone's eyes. He relishes despair like a fine glass of wine. It wasn't enough for Frieza Frieza that Vegeta lost all will to live. He had to physically torture him, and even that wasn't satisfying enough. Frieza is pretty much the gold standard for villains, though there might be at least one individual who is just as, if not more, sick in the head. Cell's crimes are relatively minor compared to the other villains on this list. Nevertheless, Cell is a very evil character. He doesn't value life and wouldn't hesitate to destroy the planet. The only thing Cell cares about is having a good fight. Everyone else is just an insect to him. He can be reasoned with. You can only appeal to his psychopathic bloodlust. He enjoys inflicting suffering and despair, as seen with his use of Cell Jr.'s being a creature derived from Frieza and the Saiyans. Cell has a coldness to him. It's highly doubtful that someone like Cell can be purified. He's someone who has to be entirely destroyed. Majin Buu's personality is one of his most entertaining aspects. He's erratic and multifaceted. He oscillates between innocent childlike curiosity and malevolent destruction. His duality is showcased in scenes where Buu turns people into candy and gleefully eats them, juxtaposed with moments where he acts like a mischievous child, playing games and befriending a dog named B. This complexity adds depth to his character, making him more than just a typical villain. Viewers are constantly guessing what Majin Buu will do next, creating a sense of suspense and intrigue, and the unpredictability in this character is a key factor in his entertainment value, because it ensures that no two scenes with Buu are ever quite the same. Majin Buu's introduction immediately made him different from other villains. Unlike the Emperor Frieza or the bioengineered Cell, Buu looks like a round, pink, childlike creature with a big appetite and love for chaos. His appearance is misleading, which leads to many underestimating him. Buu's playful and innocent look hides a scary power that comes out without warning. He's difficult to read and destroy things for fun, only on instructions from his former master. But he stops when he was told that was wrong. Although he's playful, his evil side is apparent, especially when his eyes enlarge and steam comes out of the holes in his body. His extreme anger shows itself several times. When someone insults him, he enjoys taking the lives of others without remorse, although this is because he treats everything like a game. He gets purified in hell when reborn as Buu. The thing to keep in mind when it comes to Buu is the leadership behind him. In truth, he was a terrible bubblegum monster with absurd potential that was directed towards harm, before they can destroy creation and the gods themselves. Zamasu has a logical basis for his crimes against mortals. It might not be the absolute truth, but it's a conclusion he has clearly thought through. But why is Zamasu considered evil? Despite having a seemingly noble justification for his actions, there's a saying that when you kill someone, you kill a part of yourself too. For Zamasu, adopting this new mindset completely warps his personality and sensibilities. His heart becomes corrupted and he starts to see himself as superior to everyone, even other gods. Zamasu begins to take pleasure in causing suffering to mortals. That enjoyment of inflicting pain is what makes him truly wicked, regardless of any claims to justice. But as it pertains to villains, it's all downhill from here. The only good villain in Dragon Ball Super is Zamasu. Zamasu is a complex character with a justification for his actions that is more sympathetic than most other villains. As a god overseeing creation, he takes his role seriously and loves the universe he helps maintain. However, his downfall is pride, which leads him to dark conclusions and solutions. Zamasu wrestles with the question of mortals. What should be done with mortals who consciously cause problems and never seem to change? His concerns deepen when he realizes that mortals can be a threat to the cosmos. They aren't just mindless savages stuck in the power hierarchy. Goku showed Zamasu that mortals could become extremely strong, even surpassing gods. Zamasu's solution is to eliminate them before they can destroy creation and the gods themselves. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, guys. If you have, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Also check out this other video. With that being said, thank you for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one.